All right, welcome back. Welcome back. New week, same trial. The trial of Israel versus the holiness.
Hey, say my name correctly. What is this?
The holiness special prosecutor who is here to.
Aren't you guys on the same team?
No, we're not on the same team. I'm just for consistency's sake, we're gonna get it right.
All right.
We got the holiness special prosecutor who's here to represent holiness and everything that they stand for, and he is versus the state of Israel, the state or the people of Israel. Which one?
Potato.
The potato. No, it's not potato. It's the people. Yes, the people that went whoring after different gods and different.
Whoring?
Yes,
Whoring? That's crazy.
After different gods and statues and laws and all those other stuff that.
Yes.
We did not prescribe.
For perversion of his holiness. That is what we are in court today to decide. And I'm going to open the floor. Well, first I'm going to give some rules. Obviously, let the person speak. Let them finish their argument. There will be no interjection without asking or clarification of some sort. We won't allow any. If you bring a stat, we need to have you need to back up that stat. You can't just like the last time we had a stat about 37 people, 36 death. That what's his name?
Hashem caused.
Hashem had caused. Ashan had caused. But we cleared that up. There was no clear numbers. But obviously, let the person finish. And when it's your time to speak, you can speak. You don't have to answer a question. And everything that you say can be used against you. All right, are we good? Are we okay, Israel?
Yeah, we're okay with that. One more thing I'd like to say. Also, in the court of law, when you object to something, if you're able to identify the problem with the arguments, the judge is required to allow the objection or to let the people keep talking.
Yeah, based on how true that objection and your fact of breaking down their argument is.
Yes, correct. And I would like to actually, if permitted, go through his objections. He did the objections last week, and I would like to, maybe shoot them down if I could. Or that's a bit in the.
Well, I feel like we should do that towards the end. I feel like we should start off right now with the opening statements of the holiness special prosecutor, and see what anything you have to do. This is the official trial. Before, I did not allow any arguments, any. It was just presenting the evidence.
No, but now, still going through the evidence.
Oh no, we can still go through the evidence.
Yeah.
But now is the trial. So like you can use the evidence and make your argument based on
and you
that.
will rule on it.
I will rule on it at the end. Yeah.
At the end, but I have so many. He's not guilty. Are you finished with I had enough evidences for you to take?
I mean, I will. You know what? I'll take some notes while we're doing this, and I will give guilty or not guilty on each claim. How about that?
Okay. Yes, I'll go with that.
How about that?
Yes.
All right. Is that fine?
And how many of the amount until he's guilty of perverting the whole religion?
How many arguments do you have?
Oof.
Julie, we have an hour. You can't say oof.
I have like 100 of them.
Just hang me.
Hundreds.
Okay. All right. So if you have hundreds of them, right? Let's say hundreds of them.
At least 200.
If you can get them on at least 200.
Yes. How many do you need the prosecutor to say, okay, this is
I mean, I was going to say like a percentage. Like if you have 5 arguments, if you can get 3 out of 5, that'd be great. 60%, 50%, over 50%, I gotta say.
I got overwhelming.
Yeah, like there's no way you can say any other way. Like,
what I was gonna do is gonna go to the history and guide the judge from the first to the last and in the order where they're done.
I mean, you can do that too. Any way you structure this argument, as long as you get the point across of this is the argument. Is this, and I'm trying to prove that they're guilty of this, and then I can go and I can think.
How about we do this then? If I have a accusation, if I'm able to prove it, you submit it to the file as then we can just at the end we can see how many I got correct and how many got shut down.
That's
Then
what.
we
Yeah,
can-
that's what I'm saying. Guilty or not guilty based on what evidence I can.
Okay.
And I can take some notes.
All right.
But to start off, I will give the floor to you in your opening statements for the Holiness Special Prosecutor, and then afterwards I will let Israel go, and then you can
Yes.
start your introduction.
Okay, here we are again. Back to this court. Last week I opened a prosecution against the people. Or I wouldn't say state, but that is political. But the people. That's the religious point. So it's the people, because that's the people supposed to be called the holy people. When I had a contract with them, we gave them in holiness a point of view of the way they should live. But now I can't recognize that those my people, the people I've chosen. I can't recognize those. I know. So I went down to the history, finding out where they went wrong, and I found, like I said, hundreds of evidences and proofs of how they sidetracked from the path holiness put them on. They were called, and I gave last week 3 evidences that were submitted to the court. And today I would like to start with evidence number 4. And by the way, Judge, since we changed the rules of the court this week, I had 3 evidence filed in. Did you accept those? Was able to prove they were broken of the covenants, or
Well, you will still have to prove 1 through 3.
1, 2, 3? Okay. So should I start that now?
You can start with 1 and then work your way up, and then you can start go from 4 and then work your way
Okay.
from there.
So since we're already familiar with the 1, 2, 3 accusations, we can both, we can go through them right now. Which is number 1 was the man accused of Joshua, or the man that fooled Joshua. No, the man who accused Joshua's caused Joshua's first defeat by stealing the gold and the textiles, which his name is Hashem.
Yes.
Okay, and that's he broke a law. He confessed it. He confessed to that. So that's pretty clear to me. I was like, I don't know about you, Judge, but that was pretty clear because he confessed to sin. He was killed. Even his tent paid the price.
Yes. Yes. Hashem did. He did say that.
So that's guilty.
That he did that.
Number 1.
Okay.
Guilty 1. 2. The people left alive by Joshua, who fooled Joshua to make them alliances, because they did not go check with the Lord, and they got fooled by people that live next to them. When the commandment was, killed everyone, destroyed them utterly. Utterly, the Bible says. But they left.
And they created a league.
They could league with them. God says they shouldn't, and so that's a breach of the law.
Okay.
Is that acceptable in the court as approved?
On to point 3.
On to point 3.
I had a couple points on that one. I had
You
a question.
can.
You will. I'll let you rebuttal to the 1 through 3 once he's done with
No,
it.
actually, let him rebuttal that now.
All right,
No,
yeah, sure.
see,
Sure.
because
No, I didn't say rebuttal. It was a question. You
Oh,
said
a
you said that they fooled Joshua, correct?
Correct.
And then Joshua was supposed to kill them all,
Yes, that's what God commanded.
But he
Direct
didn't.
command.
He was
Yeah,
saying
did
to
it.
utterly destroy.
he didn't, right?
No.
So, is Joshua Jewish or holy?
Joshua when Joshua is holy.
Yeah. That is the question I present to
No,
court.
they broke.
Who's they?
They broke.
Is Joshua
Entire Israel.
Is Joshua holy?
He's the prince of Israel.
Is he
But is he
holiness?
holy?
Does he represent holiness?
At the time, yes.
Yes. So
Yeah, that's what we commanded him to be.
So you're giving an example of how holiness broke the law,
Our holiness broke the law. No, the Israel broke the holiness law.
but you said Joshua is
Joshua is not holiness. He's holy.
yes, but Joshua is supposed to be
Stop.
Sorry, go.
In the court, I have a question. Right.
Go ahead.
So Joshua, he represents holiness, correct? No, he does not.
represents
Okay,
the people.
but he represents the Jewish people.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. All right.
They were
And-
given
and
the
who-
holy contract.
Okay, so
Yes.
they were given the holy contract, but he himself does not represent holiness.
No.
He is he represents directly the Jewish people.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so who appointed him?
Appointed who?
Joshua.
God
God.
by Moses.
Can I ask my questions? Will you have something to say?
Go ahead.
He was appointed by God, correct?
Yes.
So if God appoints you, it's because can God appoint a sinner?
Yes.
He can.
Correct.
He could.
Yes, he did. That's exactly what he did.
Who?
The entire people of Israel. Entire Judaism.
The entire. So
Entire-
from Moses.
The entire Hebrew. From
No,
Moses.
I'm not talking about someone that's a sinner.
Yes, they were sinners. They were worshiping
No,
animals.
I'm not talking about someone. Yes, they were sinners.
Yes, that's why
Yeah,
God
no.
appointed them to be holy.
Exactly.
Correct.
So once they appointed it, they neglected the old ways. Correct.
Which old days?
Their old ways, their own transgressions.
They were purified of it.
Okay. So therefore, Joshua was a sinner, appointed, and was purified of it.
Correct.
But yet he still sinned.
Yes, he's still corrupted. That's the name corruption is.
That's
means.
the name.
That's what corruption means.
Okay. So you are prosecuting Israel
For breaking the holiness covenant.
that God appointed them.
Correct.
My holy covenant.
I set you on a road and you deviate from that road. I'm not persecuting the road. I'm persecuting people that were supposed to be in the
God
road.
anointed, let's say, for example,
The judge.
Now, example, you.
okay, God, let's say I'm, what's his
You
name?
are Israel.
Okay,
I anointed
no,
you.
No, but I'm going to get more specific. In this context, in this text, God appointed Joshua, forgave him of all of his transgression, right? Made him right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Your history goes like this. It's
No,
because
I'm
Joshua was the only one that did not.
Please allow him to finish his argument before you.
I'm
refute.
not
You allow
saying-
me?
Yeah, I'm not saying, because you said history is this. I'm not appealing to history. I'm appealing just to Joshua and the nation of thing.
Biblically.
I don't want to say history and the storyline. I'm just saying
That's what's written. That's the history. It's written
God.
there.
Yeah, I know it's true, but I'm saying in his specific story, not the history of Israel. In his specific story,
He is the chief cornerstone of Israel. So that's his history.
he is. Abraham is not him.
He is. He left after Moses. He was commanded to lead them into
But
the
without
land.
Abraham, none of this starts. So he's the chief cornerstone.
I did not mean it that way. I mean in historic places. If there was a house, Joshua was one of the pillars.
Okay, one of the pillars.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That God appointed,
Yes,
and now that you're telling me that he perverted God's word.
correct. He disobeyed.
Okay. All right. All right. If you're gonna enter, okay, go continue your point.
So that's concession.
It's not conceded. Okay, I just want to make that
Did
point.
he break it? Didn't break it?
He did break it.
Okay, the concession.
Okay. And then we clarified that he.
A quote unquote holy person broke it.
No. We do not.
He has no objections.
Do not try to pervert my court. We
He has no objections.
Do not try to. He said.
He just shook his head yes.
No, he said he was appointed. No. He said he was appointed through holiness, right?
Yes.
And he was forgiven of his transgressions.
Yes.
But he represents the Jewish people, which means that from that point on,
Yes.
we're talking about
Still being holy, and from that point on, still being holy, because he didn't
Okay,
lose
okay.
his. Did he lose his holiness?
No,
not
but
understanding it
you're
correctly.
you're saying so that means my point of view from this argument that you're trying to say
Okay.
is so you mean Joshua was holy, which means that the argument then flips onto did the holiness pervert the holiness?
No, holiness cannot pervert holiness. I know that.
Then
I know
what's
that.
your
okay,
argument?
so what is your argument?
Okay, no argument. My point is this. My question is this: is Joshua? I mean, is Joshua still holy?
If he's still holy,
Yes.
uh,
Or did he leave and did he die and then just? Is he still
no,
holy?
because he can be purified. That's the whole point. He
I
can be
don't know if
purified.
he, is he,
But
did
you
he die
broke
holy?
him. Did he die holy? We're not talking about Joshua. We're talking about the people, the holiness
Just answer my
road.
question.
If he died holy, Joshua, yes, he did.
Okay. Continue your points.
Okay, but he did represent the Jewish people.
Yes.
Okay.
So point 2 has been just hardly contested and being
Yes,
Passed.
the people did fool Joshua, and indeed Joshua was at fault for that,
correct. And
even though he was fooled.
yes, but you're supposed to check with
and
God.
he had he didn't know, but it's like manslaughter. It was a murder, but
Well, God give a commandment. Watch for no man fool you. Watch yourselves. It's their commandment. That's on him. They're not checking with God because he's supposed to be the one talking to God and talking to the people. He's the mediator between the people and the God.
God said that where?
Huh?
God said that where?
I mean, when Moses died, God said that to Moses. Tell him.
Moses
No,
was
I'm talking about
Moses
that.
was like
you said
intermediate.
God said, "Watch out, no man fool you." Where was that in? Was that New or Old Testament?
That's not the point now.
No, because we're going from Joshua. We're going Joshua to Malachi.
that is not the point. The point
The Bible verses that he uses from Joshua to Malachi.
the point that he's making,
Yes.
which is a very fair point, is that he is the leader at this point, and he is the mediator between God and the people.
Correct.
That is
That's his
point.
office.
And that is I will let that stand.
Okay,
you can
all right,
no.
overruled. All right, I got you. My objection was overruled. I apologize.
And so that's been passed. So condition number 1 passed.
And number two
accepted.
is- number two is-
accepted. Number 3, Tammuz. That's we agreed that's son of your descendants past podcast. Nimrod.
Yeah.
And they deified him at some point because he was such a great man, and now he became one of the gods of the Mesopotamia.
Who deified him?
The people did
Mesopotamia?
Yeah.
Is that all Jewish people are in Mesopotamia?
No, I didn't say that. The Hebrews were though.
Okay, so everyone in Mesopotamia at the time was a Jew.
No.
No.
The
Okay, so then why you say
Mesopotamians-
when you say deifying, who deified him?
Because when Babylon conquered Israel,
Yeah.
right, Israel became to worship those kind of gods.
Israel was forced because they were under captivity.
Not for you're supposed to you follow law of God, law of man.
Well, if I'm under captivity,
Then you were left after that. Then you're alone. Now you're back home.
so while I was in Mesopotamia,
You picked up the habitat in Egypt.
Yes.
The spoils kind of God.
you don't think what's it called? You don't think that safety went to play in that?
What?
If you come and conquered me and I'm captive to you, your customs, I'm under your house, your customs, your rules, and your regulations, I have to follow.
No, you don't have to.
No,
Then you
I don't
didn't.
have to, but I'm not gonna die.
Yes, that's the point.
What am I gonna do? I'm human. We're all human at the end of the day. I'm gonna choose life, preserve life over anything else.
When I spoke with your people in the desert, I gave them a law and statute. Told them, "Can you follow it?" What did they say? Yes, we can. They agreed to it.
Okay.
You're saying when as you're talking about as God.
Yeah,
When
it's
you-
the holy office.
Yes, and yet time and time again, you saw that humans will fail.
And those that failed, what did they do to them? And ended them.
Yeah, but not all of them.
The ones that failed, all of them went.
So why didn't Aaron go?
Even Aaron, what did he do?
He's the one that made the calf. Why didn't Aaron shoot that?
Because they repented.
Okay, so it's not all that did it. It was all that refused.
All that they refused to
Okay,
repent.
there you go.
Yes.
Okay, that is your point.
On to point 3.
On to point 3. Okay. So Tammuz, they deified, and then went on to be worshipped by the Jews.
I still. Okay, I'll let you go.
I showed their flag to this day. They still do it.
You showed their calendar,
You showed the
Yes.
calendar.
and although
It's just deified that I don't know.
Please let
apologize.
please let the judge finish.
This has gotta be
Although
clear.
I do see your point about him being on the calendar. I do find some reservations with the word deified.
Yes.
Using Tammuz in that manner just because he's on the calendar.
Yeah.
What President's Day is on the calendar doesn't mean presidents are deified.
Well, then Ezekiel, to strengthen my case, which I showed, where they went in the temple worshiping and crying for Tammuz.
There was one woman who was objecting. Wasn't there one woman who was crying for Tammuz?
yes.
Not they, as in all of them.
Yes, God says they're doing it. One woman was there doing it at that time.
Yeah.
The people were like, it was accepted culture them to do. They would walk in the temple and worshiping Tammuz. The priest is not supposed to allow that.
Do you have
the
Yes,
examples?
let's go Ezekiel 8.
8.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if you can say that was there was a temple for Tammuz, they were crying for Tammuz, then okay, then I see your point.
Okay.
But just because he's on a calendar, I don't use the word deified. I wouldn't use the word deified too.
So the man lifted up the thine hand, and now, okay. And he came, okay, this is the God's talking, right? You want to read that?
What verse?
8, from the beginning.
From the beginning,
Yeah,
Joby,
8.
come on.
Just 8.
All right. And it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in mine house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Lord God fell there upon me. And then I held, and lo, a likeness as of the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins, even downward fire, from his loins, even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of a hand, and took me by a lock of mine head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and heaven, and brought me in the visions of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north.
So this is a vision?
No, God's showing him this thing.
Like a vision.
What in the vision?
God's showing him
It
in a
said
vision.
he
Or is he
brought
teleporting
him.
him there?
No, he said he brought him there.
Yeah.
He brought
in a vision? Or
No,
is he just
he brought
physically
him
brought
to
there?
the vision. He brought him to the vision of him.
Yeah, but it's
in
a
the-
vision.
Okay, yes.
No, I just want
So
to
I
be clear.
think he's dreaming in one
No,
place.
I'm asking. I want to be clear.
No,
So
this-
vision
this-
didn't happen.
This
you're
is
saying?
this is for clarification.
I'm just clarifying.
I'll-
Did he like teleport him there, or is this a vision?
Well, let's read it. Let's read it again.
read it.
It says,
Let's see it.
"Let's say, and he put me, and he put forth the form of a hand, and took me by a lock of mine head." So he took
So
him
you
by the
grabbed him
hair,
by the hair.
by the hair, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the vision. So it literally brought him into the visions of God.
That's some that's some Raven type stuff.
Asombroso.
When she get the
Right?
vision.
That's like okay, all right. That is very literal. Okay, so he took him by the hair, lifted him between the earth and heaven, brought him into the sky, and brought him into the visions of God, in the visions of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy. And behold, the glory of God of Israel was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. And then he said unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way towards the north. So I lifted up mine eyes the way toward the north, and behold northward at the gate of the altar this image of jealousy in the entry. He said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do?
They do.
Even the great abominations that the house of Israel
The
committed
house
there,
of Israel committed the abominations.
that I should go far off from my sanctuary, but turn thee yet again, thou shalt see greater abominations.
Great abomination. So this
And
is already bad. Let's see worse.
Okay, and he brought me
Where's
to the
the
door
relevance?
of the... I'll allow him to...
There's no Talmud, nothing. Where's
Wait,
the relevance?
I'll let him finish his argument and give his...
Okay.
Give his
So hold on before you keep going. Beginning, so the level. No, number one stickers. When you play a game, there's levels of it, right? But Israel started level 1, the abomination. That's the worst thing you can do. But God says, I'm gonna show you even worse. So level 1 already,
So that's not the worst you can do.
abomination, right? That's not abomination. So maybe this level of abomination yet to be. So level 1, abomination. Let's see what level 2 is. It says worse. It keeps getting worse than worse.
It does say worse.
It doesn't say worse. It says greater.
And great...
That's not worse. It's greater.
Israel...
Nah, the Bible.
Not in my court.
No, we are not gonna add and subtract.
No,
It
no,
says
no.
greater abomination is greater, not worse abomination.
So you think so?
I don't care.
If an abomination is greater, if an abomination is greater, it's better. It's better to be a
all I'm
bad
saying is I'm
abomination.
not adding or subtracting. It
You know
says
what?
Greater is greater.
You know what? You're right. We're not here to revise the Bible. That's not what we're here to do.
Exactly. Greater. Verse 7.
And thou shalt see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then he said unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. When I this might be New York. Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had dig into the wall.
Hey. Come on, man. It was this bias, man.
Back to the scripture. Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged into the wall, behold the door. He said unto me, Go in, behold the wicked abominations that they do here.
They do.
So I went in and saw, behold, every form of creeping things and abominable beasts, and all idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the wall round about.
So what we see here, idolatry.
Yes, there is idolatry and abominable beasts and creeping things in this
Idols
place.
in the
Yes.
house of Israel. House
Yes.
of Israel. Not the house of a girl, of house of a priest, of a house of Israel, which is the entire nation. Let's go.
All right, so
What you have something to say?
I'm just objecting. I don't see the relevance to Tammuz.
we'll
We'll get there. I'll let you.
Yeah, we get there.
We'll get there. Also, but by the way, you ought to come up with a way to get scriptures condensed. Like
You don't say the Tammuz?
No. We'll get to that. But I'm just, it's a lot of reading.
There's a difference between backstory and the entire story.
Yeah. There's a difference.
Well,
There's a difference.
if I get it, but if I just go there, you can just argue it. If I give it the whole story, because this is level 12 abomination.
Okay, yeah, the greater abomination.
Yeah,
Greater.
we just had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is level 12.
Okay.
Tammuz level 12. This is level 1,
Okay.
2.
All right. Well, okay. So we'll get there. But
Yeah.
I'll allow this one to go.
So I'm just painting the proportion of a massive that is.
Okay. All right. So not on to 8:11. Scroll up, Felton.
8:11. Oh, okay. 8. All right.
And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood Jezaniah, the son of Siphon, who every man in his censer in his hand, and thick cloud of Shephem, is it how you say his name?
Yeah.
Shephem, with every man in his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Son of man, thou seest the ancients of the house of Israel do
Hold on,
in the
stop
dark.
right there. You know what I just noticed? Son of man, it's capped. It's talking about he's one of prophets, though. The Christians use that to say that Jesus, as you know, that means it's not regular.
That is okay. Yeah, that is
No?
capitalized.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just noticed that. But let's keep going. That's a different thing.
Okay, interesting. The house of Israel do in the dark every.
Israel, stop.
Yo, you are contempt
I
of
was
court.
trying-
Contempt of court.
I was getting the
Contempt of court.
All right, stop on.
All right. Do in the dark every man in the chambers of his imagery.
Every man in the chamber of his imagery.
For they say, The Lord seeth us not. The Lord hath forsaken the earth.
Yeah.
He said also unto me, Turn thee yet again.
Yet again?
And thou shalt see greater
Even
abominations
so, level
that
3.
that they do. 13, you mean?
All right?
Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house,
So Lord's house,
which was toward the north.
This is the tabernacle.
And behold, there sat a woman
I mean, on the
weeping for
temple.
Tammuz.
So
Then he said
Tammuz
unto
is not
me,
level 13. He's level 3.
Wait. Then he said unto me, Thou hast seen this, O son of man. Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. Okay, so in this particular instance,
Yeah.
so obviously it was one woman in this particular instance. It wasn't the people of Israel. They were doing great abominations.
Yes.
Apparently,
Each one with their own image.
But I have to admit to Israel's point. It was just one woman who was deifying Tammuz, who's crying for Tammuz.
No, wrong. Because go back to the scripture. No, go up. Go up.
I'm going up.
No, go up,
Okay.
not down. That's down.
Yeah, but the screen was going up.
right? So stop. So right there, 11.
11?
And there stood before them
17 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood Jezaniah, the son of Shephem, with every man in his censer. in
Every
his
man
hand.
and his censer in his hands.
Yeah, and a thick cloud of incense. went up.
Okay, 12.
Okay.
Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark?
Yes.
Every man in his
Every
chambers
man in his chambers with what?
of his image.
Of his imagery. So each one had their own favorite gods,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Each one had their own favorite idols, whatever.
That doesn't mean they all had the same. They all had different.
Correct. And Tammuz is one of the worst, according to.
But
How do you know it's just the worst? It's
But
just that
in
God
this,
is greater.
in this argument, where
Yeah.
we are saying you are saying the deification of Tammuz. That
Yes.
was your argument.
Yeah, they deified
In
everybody.
this,
But what I'm saying is, if everyone had their own image,
Yes.
and if the lady, just let's say that one lady deified Tammuz, that doesn't mean all of Israel did Tammuz. It was just that lady.
No. God focused. That lady was where she was in the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't put somebody in the temple if they're not like nationalized.
Wait, it says they brought. Wait, hold up.
so only if people of great importance would be.
Then
Then the temple. Yes. Temple where
Then
everybody
he
gathered
brought
to.
me to the door of the gate of the house of the Lord, which was standing in the north. Behold, sat.
So
yeah.
this is happening in the house of the Lord, in the tabernacle.
Correct.
In the
In the
tabernacle.
temple.
But that has nothing to. But that
I
her
would-
status has nothing to do with. At the end of the day, obviously, you can say they. If one person deified Tammuz, then obviously it's
not one
other,
person.
other people.
And on top of that, a lot of different churches around the world, right? If we're gonna like use a Christian example or whatever, they put Mary, some put Saint John.
Who
same-
sanctioned that?
Some people put Luke, but that's not the point. That's still all
That's
those.
the point.
No, that's not the point I'm making. That's all wrong. The point I'm making is just because it was in the house of the Lord there doesn't mean that everybody was doing it. It could just be that one people and that one specific group. It's not that one specific group and that one specific
That's
church.
illogical. It can't happen. And
How is
here's
that
why.
illogical?
Explain.
Because I can right now go to a Catholic church and sit there and cry after Mary. If you see me, if I
Yes, you can.
if,
And you can
Hold
go.
on.
You can go to. Okay, go
hold
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
You said that.
If then you take the judge and to judge, look let me show you some things these people are doing.
You take me by my hair.
And you took
show
me everywhere. I showed me what people are doing, and you took me to your temple, and here I am, just worshiping Mary. But we know here that Mary is a sanctioned group thing. It's not just she's there on carrying Jesus. Somebody put her there. The Pope agreed with it. The organization agreed with it. People can walk in and out at different times, depending on they had to work and worship as they please and leave. Right? Can I just because we see this one woman doesn't mean that's sanctioned to be in the temple. Once it's in the temple, the community agreed to it.
Okay. Do you have a proof of the approval of that by the Israelite? I mean, okay, you can say I will allow you. I'll give you this, right? It says that every man in the chambers of his imagery. So he has every man has their own get up.
They have their own favorite gods. But Tammuz in the temple. That's why it was greater.
Okay, so your argument is not for the deification of Tammuz. It's just there was deification going on in general.
Yeah, and Tammuz remained to this day. That's why I focus on him.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Because he was greater to be put in the temple. Because he was also god of the Mesopotamians. So he had already a statue.
Yeah, he was like a demon in Mesopotamia.
He already had a statue. Yeah, he had like.
Wait, you said a demon, Your Honor?
Yes, he was. He was like.
So you're telling me the Jewish people, knowing that he was a demon, still to this day,
in Mesopotamia, in Mesopotamian folklore or whatever, that Tammuz was a demon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Corruption of the holiness. Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying. And by the way,
that Joshua let slide.
I got them today worshiping Tammuz in New York.
All right, well, okay, but they worship everybody nowadays, Juby. You can't. I can't say that, you know.
So you agree with me already that they perverted the holiness?
No, I'm just saying the people in general. Did we just
my people, Jewish people.
Okay,
my people.
All right, you gotta come with proof if you're gonna say that.
Your people?
No, I can't. Go look up New York worshiping.
Okay, wait, no. Back to evidence 3. Back to evidence 3.
Okay.
The deification of Tammuz. Or the deification in general of Israel.
Yes, or worshiping idols.
Worshipping idols.
And Tammuz was the word because he was actually given a statue to be in a temple. He was given enough credit to be in a temple.
I will be honest with you, Juby. It is a little difficult for me to give you this one in terms of like perfectly like not guilty because this was happening before Israel, you know?
No.
In terms of the worshiping of items and the people and
no, you know, this before Israel.
The what's it called? The worshiping of things of people that was happening before Israel.
Correct.
Yes. So I cannot say that they was the deification of Tammuz or the deification of Israel. I mean, I guess, but it was happening before.
I was that eliminate my people taking that to themselves when I already gave them what I want them to do. Or does that take away because it happened before? Now it's okay for them to do it.
You're right. No, you are correct. Just because it's happened before doesn't mean that it's allowed.
Yeah, because the whole point of them, me put them in that place in the middle of them.
No, but it was happening before. And if you're saying holy, and it was happening before holiness, correct?
Yes, correct.
So you can't say that perverted holiness because it was happening before holiness.
No, that's why I read Ezekiel. Ezekiel happened after Israel had been conquered everybody. They took a place out of the land. They had their own places. They had their own kings. They were taken from Babylon. Then they came back. They've been there for 1,000 years already. In their own land. Like not 1,000, but hundreds.
Okay.
Right? Already in their own thing, being led by the judges. All this happened.
They were led by God to a lot.
Correct. They already known God.
Okay.
And then they corrupted themselves by hoarding after those different gods. That was before God.
I'll let you continue.
Yes, it's like you be raised by your parents, and then you all of a sudden now you join the gang or the Bloods and the Crips. Just because they were there before you were born doesn't mean you have the right to go and join them. Because your parents gave you better places than that.
I'll let you continue your evidence 3.
Okay, so that's 3.
That concludes 3.
If you don't accept it, I can either reject it, I can either work on it and come back with bigger evidence focusing on the deification of things alone. But we're gonna get through all of them at some point.
But okay, we'll get to that. But my whole, I'll give you what I what I genuinely get from that, and then you can refute that, write it down, and you can look at it later on. My point is like the perversion of holiness, right? If God gave the holiness to the people, right? Obviously, that means that the deification was going on, and it's been a thing that God has seen for many, many generations before He gave this holiness mandate unto the Jews, right?
Correct.
If you say that it was given, it's just a thing that has been. If you say it's perverting the holiness. Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, you are correct. It's very difficult for me to find a way to say that the deification did not pervert the holiness, because if you have the holiness and the deification is already there, the holiness is separate than the deification.
They came to clean that.
And then the deification, if it finds a way to get in there, then it perverts it.
Yes.
Okay.
Holiness came to clean all that.
Guilty.
There you go. So
Guilty.
At the end, what the heck is this?
This is acceptable.
I have to say guilty
So
because
point 4 is
because in my mind I thought of the deification was already happening and whatever. But if the deification was already happening and God said holiness here, how did the deification get into the holiness?
perversion.
So, okay, that's perversion, and which means that would be guilty.
But you also have to keep in mind they are under captivity, correct?
At this point,
I mean, correct.
I'm asking you, are they under captivity at this point?
I don't know, but you say they. I don't know.
How do you know?
I mean, that would
that's
be
for you to prove.
That would. hey, if you can prove that, you may get yourself a point, though.
Yeah.
You may get yourself a point. You may get yourself a good point if you can prove that. Because if they're under captivity, that would be completely different.
Yeah. But the problem with that is I can easily show they were not, because the temple it was in Israel. The temple is not in Babylon. They never have a temple in Babylon.
How do you know the temple's in Israel?
I mean,
Because
the house
it wasn't
of the Lord.
destroyed.
House of the Lord.
Yes.
I can make a house of the Lord anywhere. I doesn't have.
You cannot build a house of the Lord to worship your gods in Babylon when they have their own gods. You be what?
Why not?
Nonsense.
Why not?
It's like saying you put a church in Middle East.
Daniel did it.
I mean, there are churches in the Middle East, though.
Well, not in not in the areas of the guys that mean business.
I'm pretty sure Daniel did it.
Did what?
Built his did his when he said, remember.
And what happened to him?
He got sent, but after that, what happened?
What happened? He didn't build anything. You only prayed alone. You only just prayed. He didn't build nothing. Even though he was the second in charge of Babylon, he couldn't build his own church to worship God. He was almost killed because he was praying to God, being second in command. Imagine you a nobody woman building your own thing, worshiping somebody else you're not supposed to in Babylon.
Okay.
You proved they were in captivity. If you can't have that,
I have it on my notes. I'll save it for. Yeah, I got you.
Can you scroll down real quick, Felton?
No, it's right here. This is where you was. I was doing some other thing.
I'm trying to see if they say where this is. Scroll up, actually. House of Israel. Scroll up.
no, actually, if you want to find out, you just go all the way up, right? Go all the way up. Read the first. And it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 7th month, the 50th month.
Understand, this is a vision.
The elders of Judah.
In my house.
In mine house.
Yeah, but
And the elders of Judah sat before me, and the Lord came and fell upon me, and behold, the likeness of appearance. So it was in his house. If you go on,
But
then he got a vision.
he took him by the hair into the vision.
yeah, he showed him that, but he was in his house. His house was in his country.
No, right here. The vision of God to Jerusalem.
So it was in Jerusalem.
Okay,
To
it was
Jerusalem.
So it was
So-
in Jerusalem. So okay, okay.
Okay, yeah, no. Right.
All right. Guilty.
Next point.
All right, on to point 4.
Point 4. This is a new point today. This is actually we started a new accusation here. Caleb sinned.
Caleb?
Caleb.
The one of the two that came out of the Egypt when he was a kid. He was the only one. Him and Joshua entered the promised land. They're the only ones. The rest all died in the desert because they sinned over and over and over again. Agreed?
What do you...
Explain. You got it.
When God took Israel out of Egypt, people are grown. Caleb, they were infants. Him and
For generations.
yeah, Caleb and Joshua were infants. No, they were the only ones that from the group that left Egypt. They were the only ones that actually made it.
I see what you're saying.
Because people born and died for 40 years, and they were the only one that grew up to actually the one that left There were 2 feet. They were not born in the desert. They were born in Egypt. They actually crossed. There were only 2 that made it there. Okay.
And what is your point?
Because God considered them to be
Holy?
full of Holy Spirit and all that kind of stuff. Yet Caleb sinned. He broke a law.
Okay.
Okay.
And your point is?
My point is he broke a law, and he was in charge. He was after Joshua died, he was the one left one in charge, and he still messed up. And I can show that if you go to Leviticus 18. No, that's the Judges 1, first Judge.
Okay. And you are saying that so what is your overall point? So Caleb and Joshua, born in Egypt, went through the 40 years, made it to Israel.
Yeah.
And
my whole point is corruption.
Okay. Because the corruption.
The slow erosion of the people of Israel.
I mean, okay. Before we look at the evidence, I will say that it's, again, these are people. So, and they're not,
He's the head at that point.
I mean, yes.
After Caleb. He's the representation.
Okay. Yes. They represent those people, and they.
Hitler representing Germany.
Okay, but back to the back to 4, right?
He's a leader.
So now is Germany all
Biden represents us.
Back
no matter
to-
how you like it or not.
But does that mean that Germany is condemned or we're condemned because of Biden?
Their workers, they pay reparations.
All right. All right. So Caleb and Joshua. So you're saying that their holiness was perverted.
Now I'm just showing the erosion. I'm just showing the slow erosion of the whole people. Each time it happens.
All right. Where do I begin reading?
And just right there.
From 1 again.
You about to read until 15?
No, this is quick. This is quick, actually.
All right. Now, after the death of Joshua, it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, "Who shall go up against the Canaanites first to fight against them?" And the Lord said, "Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand." And Judah said unto Simeon his brother, "Come up with me into my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites. And I likewise will go with thee into thy lot."
Right.
So Simeon went with him.
So when Joshua came, he was taking over the land. He was just taking every nation, right? He finally died, and they got the 12 tribes, which were called by name. Simeon, Judah doesn't mean just one person, but they're just tribes.
Yeah, your family.
Yeah, yes. No, that's tribes. There's one tribe, there's families, then there's clans. Then there's
all right.
So it's like the states, there's
group of people.
Correct. So the state of Judah went, and he called the state of Simeon to go with them.
Yes.
And they went to fight.
The Canaanites.
Okay, the Canaanites, because Joshua got fooled not to kill them all. Now it's coming back to bite them. Keep going back, because every sin has a consequence.
All right, and I'm going to go at 4. Okay, and Judah went up with him. Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hand, and they slew them in Bezek 10,000 men.
Bezek
10,000 men. And they found Adonibezek in Bezek, and they fought against him, and they slew the Canaanites and the Perizzites. But Adonibezek fled, and they pursued after him and caught him, and cut off his thumbs and his great toes. Oof. And Adonibezek said, 60 and 10 kings, having their thumbs and their great toes cut off, gathered their meat under my table, as I have done, so God hath requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died.
Actually, it's Adonizebek.
Adonizebek.
Wait, who's the Jew here? Okay, I know my names.
No, you don't. Adonizebek. That's like a lordship name.
Adonibezek.
Adonai Bezek.
Adonai.
Yeah.
And okay, so 8.
Lord of Bezek. Because he land was Bezek. So Adonai Bezek means Lord of Bezek.
Okay. So he was like the ruler of.
Yes, correct.
All right. Now the children of Israel of Judah had fought against Jerusalem and had taken it and smitten it with the edge of the sword and set the city on fire. And afterward the children of Judah went down to fight against the Canaanites that dwelt in the mountain and in the south and in the valley. And Judah went against the Canaanites that dwelt in Hebron. Now the name of Hebron before was, I'm not going to say that. And they How do you say that? Kirjar Taba.
Wow.
And they slew Shishai and Achiman and Talmai. And from thence they went against the inhabitants of Debir. And the name of Debir before was that name.
Yes.
And Caleb said, he that smitten that name and taketh,
you said bird, whatever the hell his name is.
yeah,
and
taketh to him, I will give Aksha, my daughter, to wife.
Okay, why did he make that promise? Nobody asked him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
nobody.
He literally came out of nowhere and said,
Yeah, like nobody asked him. Okay, let's go.
all right. And Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother,
took it.
and he gave him Aksa, his daughter, to wife.
Okay, who did his daughter marry?
Yo, so Caleb's younger brother, right? So Othniel, the son of Kenaz.
Yes.
So he gave it to Othniel, right?
Correct.
So he gave it to his nephew.
Yes. So he gave his daughter to his nephew. Why would I make them be daughter and nephew? What they are?
They are family.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you remember any commandments saying?
Yeah, about not to lay with your family. Yeah.
Right.
We never got over that in the court. So if you would like to submit that evidence,
I just did the law.
No, you said the law.
Okay, fine. If you want to test my passion like that, let's go to Leviticus 18.
Leviticus 18.
Yes.
All right.
Just type Leviticus 18 on the search bar. Instead of doing two things, you do only one. Typing this on the search bar. Stop killing yourself. You want to do that, Israel, since you want evidence?
Bruh, from 18?
He got that.
Okay. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and sing unto them, I am the Lord your God. After the doings of the land of Israel, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan.
Yeah, because Canaan used to stick with their people, with their own siblings. Don't do it like they're doing. Okay.
Let me read that again. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
So they also did this in Egypt.
Bruh, let me finish.
I'm just explaining.
I know, but I'm you can afterwards.
Reread it.
Egypt, you mean Israel?
After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
Okay. And worshiping Tammuz is one of their ordinances. No, keep reading.
And do you have proof?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right.
Going.
We just looked into it.
Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him.
Yes.
To uncover their nakedness.
Yes.
What is I am the Lord.
I am the Lord.
You're done there? Are you done there?
No. Go on.
Okay.
Get specific. Very specific.
Then the nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother.
So don't be with your don't give free guy with your mom or your. That's where they get this from, right? Started here.
Shalt thou now not uncover?
Okay.
She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yes. You're gonna get specific.
The nakedness of thy father's wife.
Your father's wife.
Yeah,
shall
it could
not,
be your stepmother.
Shall not uncover.
Which, by the way, he did again. He covered.
Whoa, who's he?
Israel.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, where are we going here? He, like, Israel.
We're in the court right now. We're in the court. You know?
What the hell is this guy talking?
We're in the court.
All right.
The
nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness.
Okay.
The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother,
Okay.
whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not
So
uncover.
step sisters,
Everything included. Yep.
brothers, no do.
Or bastard child.
No do. Okay. Go on.
The nakedness of thy son's daughter,
With your son's daughter.
of thy son's daughter, so
Okay.
My
your
grandkids.
granddaughter,
Your granddaughters can do them.
Okay.
or thy daughter's daughter,
Daughter's daughter can do them.
so your grandkids,
My
even,
grandkids.
even their nakedness shall not
Okay.
uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness.
And then now 10, right?
That was 10. Now 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy
No,
sister.
no, hold on. Go
Grandkids.
10 real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, I just read 10.
Sorry.
No, go up to
10 a
10.
little bit.
Yep. I know.
Yeah,
The
just-
nakedness of thy son's daughter.
Okay. So
Okay.
my sons is my
Okay,
yeah.
granddad. Okay, great.
Yeah.
11 then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy
Grandkids?
sister. Wait. The nakedness of the father's wife's daughter. No.
Oh, yeah, that's my
your
stepkid, yeah.
stepsister.
Stepsisters.
Which also begs the question of, yeah, I guess they could. This is a different topic. Sorry. Go.
Okay.
All right, back to 11. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman.
That's the aunt.
So my aunt.
Yes. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, your aunt, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not
Your uncle?
approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy
Okay.
son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. That is thy brother's nakedness.
Sister-in-law.
17. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness.
Okay.
Wait, let me read that again. I think that covers it. No,
Yeah, I mean, there's
No.
there's no other cousins. I don't
that
see
cover.
cousins.
Yeah, no, because it says the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Oh no, you're right. Yeah. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. Wait, what?
I see no cousins here.
Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her
Do
nakedness.
you want me to find the definition of
This
vex
is
for
this
you?
is like a threesome with the sisters.
Yeah, that's what I got. Like mother and
To
daughter. You can have
vex
like
her?
a-
Yeah, but to take your wife to your sister to, it's I don't know. Okay, whatever. Is that-
What
it's
does
not a-
vex mean actually?
I was gonna look it up on my phone. You want to put it on the thing, or can I look it up
Yeah, you can look up what vexed means.
on my phone or on the computer?
Either or.
Vex, make someone feel annoyed, frustrated, or worried, especially
Yeah, but to
with
uncover her naked, that made like you're gonna make her feel worried to what? Like
manipulation, cause distress too.
Yeah,
Besides-
to manipulate. Yeah.
Yeah,
beside the other in her lifetime. Oh, like so you put your wait.
You can do it, but unless in the what is lifetime.
so I think this is just. I want to say grooming. People that groom.
Besides, as long as she is put apart for her. No. That's where we are.
We are at 18. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the
know.
other in her lifetime.
Beside the other.
But we're trying to understand this.
I think at least this sister died. Then you can take the.
We're trying to understand this, but we just need to get to the cousins part.
Okay. Yeah, 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she put apart for her uncleanliness. Thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she
There's
is
no cousins. Just keep moving on.
No, I'm just trying to understand.
There's no cousin. What do you mean there's no cousins?
The point is, he gave
Yeah,
her
I'm trying-
daughter
I'm
to
trying
her
to-
cousin.
yeah, I'm trying to
And
find-
you said that's a sin.
Yeah,
Okay.
to his nephew.
So you said that was a sin. So I'm trying to get that verse.
You're right. I should stay more focused.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech.
Which they did some point.
Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. 'Tis abomination.
Which you're guilty of evil also.
Neither shall
Yes.
neither
We'll
shalt
get to it.
thou
Israel.
lie with,
We'll get to it.
neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith, neither shall any woman
Surely
stand
no.
before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these things for all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you, and the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon
Iniquity,
it.
yeah.
I think there's
And
no.
the-
I think
and the
you
land
could
itself-
stop.
Okay,
vomited.
maybe misread it, and there was no cousins there. But so cousins is a free game then?
Cape Verdeans are safe.
Hey, let's back the table. What is this? Don't get real happy.
the holy people.
No, boy. So cousins is a free game. You see this?
The holy people.
You see this? This guy's so happy. So, dude, what
Cape
happened?
Verde, man.
Is this
Oh
some
my
kind of
gosh.
relief or something, man? This
Nah,
guy
this
seems
is just-
extra happy, man.
This is just hilarious, man. Because
That's a clip for the Cape Verdeans. You can type Cape
biblical.
Verdeans and it's biblical. It's a free game.
I don't know about biblical, but
No, what do you mean?
hey, where
Did
there's
you
no,
see it there?
where
There's no
there's no,
law, there's no condemnment.
exactly.
I guess cousin free game.
Free game.
Hear that, honey?
Yo,
Cousin's a free game. Hey, so says the Lord.
are you good?
He's happy, man.
No,
He's like,
because you guys just don't know, man. You guys can go with your assumptions, but you guys truly don't know, yo, bro, you're laughing for all the wrong reasons.
hot. Like, my hand,
You guys are laughing for the wrong reasons.
wrong reasons.
Trust.
What, you wanna share something?
Nah.
Dude, that was
Off air.
fair. Okay, wow. Well, that means I'm also
All right, so that means that would Caleb and Joshua, the holiness, it was not perverted then.
nah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
that one's
Okay, that one
Not
you can-
guilty.
Not
Caleb.
guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Not guilty. Okay, you
At least I did one, damn it.
Okay. And watch what time frame we in?
This is 5 now. We're entering 5.
Entering 5.
Yeah.
Not guilty. Okay.
4 is not guilty. We're entering 5.
5.
So I'm gonna just make a cross line on that right there. Caleb was good. Say Caleb was good.
My nigga Caleb.
Not
survived
guilty.
ever since Egypt.
Right.
Yeah, so he was never perverted.
Caleb. Yeah. Not guilty.
But Joshua was. And Joshua was anointed.
Joshua did some. Yeah, Joshua.
Wait. So Joshua was anointed apart
By God.
He wasn't
apart from
anointed. He was just given the
No,
next
but
in line.
yeah, and Caleb was given it because of his holiness, right? Because he
Yes.
was filled. They were both filled with holiness.
Yeah. But with Caleb, Joshua was fooled though. He didn't check. With
I mean,
the Lord.
yeah, Joshua. Yeah, he got
Be careful, no man
bamboozled.
defooled you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he got bamboozled.
Okay.
But 4 is not guilty. The state of Israel wins that one.
All right, 5.
And Joshua, Benjamin, the house of Benjamin, house of Joseph, the house of Manasseh, they all sin. But
House of Manasseh.
yes, Manasseh.
So the house of Benjamin, the house of Manasseh.
Joseph, house of Manasseh.
Who's Manasseh? I know Joseph, I know Benjamin, but who's Manasseh?
Manasseh. I think one of the sons of Joseph. One of the sons of Joseph.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Because
still,
he had two sons.
still Joseph's house then.
No, they divided us two. Manasseh and somebody else.
So 3 houses: Benjamin, Manasseh, and Joseph.
Benjamin, yes, the Benjamites.
All right.
Yeah, I
All
know
right.
them, yeah.
So what is the
Okay,
Accusation.
go on and
accusation.
accusation is they broke the law of God also said not to mingle with the people, not to be married with them, or not to
to stay in your own
correct,
Yeah.
and don't have them amongst you either.
to not become Edomites.
Okay, in Joshua 5, let's go in the sport of that. That still broke.
And broke the law of the Edomites.
Get your throat ready, Your Honor. Get your throat ready. Start reading.
Bro, I really gotta read all this.
Hold on. If you don't want to, then
Read.
but if for the sake of the context,
Yeah,
you know?
read. Come on.
Yeah, but if I have to read 5 up until verse 46, you know,
Nah,
it's like-
not for. Nah, I'm telling you, don't go down. Let's see how many verse 5 last. Yeah, very short. Very short.
Very short.
Very
yeah.
short.
Very
16.
short. Very short. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see how good my reading
Your
comprehension
Excellency.
is.
We'll help you.
Let's see how good my reading comprehension is. All right. 5. Joshua 5. This is Joshua 5?
Yeah,
Correct.
Joshua 5. Yes, correct.
Joshua 5. And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up all the waters of the Jordan before the children of Israel until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was there spirit in them anymore because of the children of Israel. At the time the Lord said, wow,
Sorry.
Wait.
My school was sensitive.
yeah, contempt of court. At the time the Lord said unto Joshua, make thee sharp knives,
Die sharp.
and make thee sharp knives,
Okay.
and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And
Okay.
Joshua made them sharp knives.
Did I not do a good job?
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yo, what the hell?
so do it again.
Nah, I think people like
Or like the next generation. Yeah,
yeah,
now do it again.
yeah, let's stop doing exactly.
Okay, yeah,
That's what I was
because it's like,
thinking.
oh yeah, I already got one. Told you, time for your second one. All right. Joshua made him sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskin. They have a hill for foreskin.
Hold on, stop right there again, right? Remember, but there was a law given by God to circumcise the kid after each
Yeah, I have a certain
Yeah.
date after birth or whatever.
8 days.
And they didn't. That's another break of the law right there, by the way. Because if you have to do it when you're adulthood, you missed the date.
Well, Joshua is supposed to be quote unquote.
No, he did. Call it, so right there, right? So he's already into his own form.
Yeah,
I said Joshua.
This has nothing to do with. Wait, actually, this does have something to do with because it's house of Joshua.
Yes.
I mean, no, Joseph. Joseph was what you said. The house of Joseph, Manasseh, and Benjamin. That was what.
Yeah, but Joshua's still guilty here. So the point is to find evidence. If I'm looking for evidence to find some more, I'll file into the evidence.
No, but this particular one is that they broke the law of the Edomites. They were mingling. That was the point of 5. That was the point of 5.
Within that, we found also this.
No, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about the.
So
the
if
law
you want
of
somebody,
Edomites.
if you want to look somebody for murder, and you find drugs in his house. You're like, no, that's what
That has nothing to do with
If
murder.
you go to trial
That
for
has nothing to
murder,
do with murder.
murder is murder. I'm not getting trial for.
If you are a cop, I kill someone, and you
Yeah.
call to my house, and you find a dead body, they also drugs and guns and money. You do that because you went for.
you'd be right if he was a cop. He's a judge. You'd be right if he's a cop.
But
He's a
I
judge.
am the prosecutor here. I'm the cop. I'm the one that brings the prosecution.
Yeah, but
Judge, I also found drug and weapon and
Okay.
prostitution in his house.
All right.
I'm giving it
but
to
that, but that has nothing to do with murder. We're here for murder. We're here for they broke the law of the Edomites.
No,
They
we're
were mingling.
here to spot the
The
corruption.
perversion. Yeah, no, yes.
That.
But for point number 5, we're here for they broke the law of the Edomites. They were mingling and they caused confusion and all that.
Okay.
if you want to say 5B and then later,
Yeah, if you want to say this could be 6, yeah, then
because then we could go on a long list. We just gotta stick to
I
one.
will leave that. That's I think that's minor, but that's still a little sprinkle of.
okay.
So that's 101.
All right, and Josh made them sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskins, and this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. Wait. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt.
So you're telling you the people that got circumcised first, they all died. So there were new people born, so they were not circumcised because they were in the middle of the war or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. 5. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness, by the way, as they came forth out of Egypt, they had not circumcised.
So they did not obey once.
So while they were in the 40 years, they had not done that. Okay. 6. Can you scroll up, by the way, just so I can make sure I... No, like...
You said up.
Sorry, you scroll down so I can... Just put 6 at the top.
But it actually would make sense because if God had killed them all because they would not obey him, this is the one of the disobedience they made. They did not circumcise they're supposed to. And God ended up killing them all. So do it again, start over.
For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord.
Hey!
Unto whom the Lord...
Another sprinkle. They disobeyed not. Clear from the God's mouth. They disobeyed.
They obeyed not
They
the
obeyed
voice of the
not.
Lord, unto whom the Lord sware that he would not shew them the land, which the Lord sware unto their fathers that he would give us, a land that followeth with milk and honey. And their children whom he raised in the stead with Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass when they had done circumcising all the people that they abode in their places in the camp till they were whole. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day they have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgad till this day. Gilgal. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at even in the plains of Jericho. And they did not eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow after the Passover.
I think I made a mistake. What book is this? Joshua?
Joshua 5.
Yeah, best. No. It's Judges 1. It's Judges. No, look. I said 5 Joshua. That's 0.5 of Joshua. Not the Judges. Judges 1.
Nah, you gonna read from now on.
Judges 1.
You gonna read
Judges
from now on.
Judges 1 is strong.
You gonna read from now on.
Woo!
Judges 1.
Judges 1.
But we learned something.
Yeah, I mixed the 5 with the.
We learned
What do you
something.
say?
That your notes suck.
Go down. No. I mixed the 5 here. He can.
Sure. Yeah.
So hold on now. Okay,
He's making a mockery of the court.
Okay,
hold on. I'll find it.
This is after the death of Joshua.
And yeah, exactly. This is after, right? Canaanites without slew fought against him and slew. Come down, go down. It's way down. Come down
A
more.
lot.
Hold on, stop. When you see Caleb, young brother, took it and gave. Go down. Right after this, Caleb gave and killed Moses. Go down.
Judah took Gaza and the coast thereof.
Is there any words we're looking for in specific?
Judah took Gaza. See how many times after Gaza again over and over. Go down. And Joseph went against. Okay, here we go. Right. This is where it starts.
Number 23.
No, hold on. Let me see. Needham Zach drove, and the man went up the Hittites, and when he shoot them, entrance of the city, smoked them. 25. Start 25.
25.
Yeah.
And when he shewed them to the entrance into the city, they smote the city with the edge of the sword, but they let go the man and all his family. And the man went up to the land of the Hittites and built a city, and he called the name thereof Luz. Luz. We'll call it Luz.
All right.
And which the name therefore unto this day.
To this day. So hold on a minute. That's a Hittite person. They led away, and he went and built a land next to them. They called the name Luz, which gave them trouble in the future, by the way. Right? So they're supposed to kick them out and kill them utterly.
Yes, but he let the man go and all his family.
And his family. The man went and built the next to them, and that's already one.
And this was the house of Joseph.
House of Joseph, correct.
Okay. So now I'm going to go to 27. Okay. Neither did Manasseh drive out the inhabitants of Beth Shean and her towns, nor Tanakh and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Dor and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Ibleam and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Megiddo and her towns, Megiddo and her towns, but the Canaanites would dwell in that land.
See that?
You
see that anymore?
The house of Joseph is looking very bad right now. It's not looking good for them.
And it came to pass Israel was strong, and they put the Canaanites to tribute, and did not utterly drive them out.
Okay, that is literal confession.
All right. Neither did Ephraim drove the Canaanites that dwelled in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelled in Gezer among them. I think it's undisputed. Neither did Zebulun drove out the inhabitants of Kitron.
Okay, so the house of Joseph they're screwed out of this one. What about Benjamin and Manasseh?
Keep reading.
All right. Let's go at 30 or neither did Zebulun
also
drive out the lands of the Kitron. 31. Neither did Asher drive out the inhabitants of Ashur. Neither the inhabitants of Zidon, nor the Achlab or Akzib or Helba or Afnik or Rehob. But the Asherites dwelt among the Canaanites. 33. Neither did Naphtali drive out the inhabitants of
Naphtali also guilty.
Okay, Naphtali is also guilty. And the Amorites forced the children of Dan into the mountain, for they did not suffer. would not suffer them to come down to the valley, but the Amorites would dwell in a Mount Heres, in Ajalon and Shalbim. Yet the hand of the house of Joseph prevailed. Yeah, they're guilty. So they have become tributaries. And the coast of the Amorites was from going up to Akrabim, from the rock and upwards.
So, Joseph guilty, Manasseh guilty. Where's the Benjamites?
That is what
Did
we're
we see
trying
them amongst? Did they do it first? Go. This is, go down.
maybe towards the top. They're towards the top.
I have a question for Juby after.
Go up.
I see Manasseh, by the way.
Manasseh is found.
They didn't
Joseph.
drive up the
Where is maybe go down. Maybe go down. Go down. Go to next verse. You go to 2. What did it say? And the angel of the Lord, the Gilgal.
I don't see no Benjamites.
Well, Benjamites are also guilty. No, they did something maybe even worse. Go down. You wouldn't see the Benjamites anywhere.
Nope, nothing.
No Benjamites.
Nothing.
But the house of
Therefore,
Joseph.
the Lord of those nations without drive them hastily, neither deliver them into the hand of Joshua. No, Benjamin did something. Hold on.
But Manasseh and Joseph, they are guilty of charge.
So, I would like to ask questions. Is that all right?
Into the mic. Yeah, you can go ahead. Ask questions
ahead.
while he's looking up.
All right. Okay. So,
You meant to find the Benjamites?
Yeah.
if you want to, while you
can.
answer the question, if you can't multitask, it's okay. All right. So you said in an earlier statement that the people that disobey God, Shine, they died. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So my question to you, just yes or no, please. I'm not tell them yes
Was
or no.
that during court session or no?
What do you mean during?
Was that during?
Yeah, that's Judges 1:21, if you may. With the Benjamites.
Judges 1:21?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
We're
back.
already
go-
there. We just go to 21, so it was before, like I said.
Okay, so
It
and the
is.
children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites. All
Yeah,
right,
it was right before.
all
like I
right. So
said.
guilty. 5
Okay.
is guilty.
So you said that God will destroy them. You know, the ones Israelites. And you
Yeah,
said yes.
yeah.
Okay. So, my question to you is, why in the end? I'd like to present the court in the end. It says, "Yet the hand of the house of Joseph prevailed, so they became
20. That's 36, by the way.
35."
Oh, no, 35.
Right here. Yet the hand of the house of Joseph prevailed, so they became. What does it say?
Tributaries.
Tributaries.
No, that is taxes. You pay to stay here, like mobsters. You gotta pay. You gotta pay the.
So now you got to pay
For protection.
you got to pay Joseph's.
Yeah, they took them as
So why didn't God kill Joseph's bloodline? Oh, the Massites and did it. Why? That is the question I am putting forward, because you said that the ones that did in Israel that disobeyed God's direct order died.
in
How
the
come they
desert.
didn't?
In the desert.
Yeah. How come they didn't die?
Because God had different punishment for them.
And what was their punishment?
No longer protect them, no longer save them.
They no longer saved them.
Yeah,
What do you mean by save?
save. If you get in trouble, they're on your own.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they gotta figure it out after that, which you will see later on.
All right, you guys ready to go on to 6?
No,
That's your
yeah.
question?
Let me just write my notes.
Are you guys ready to go on 6?
I'm ready to go to 6. So this one is guilty as charged.
Number 5, accusation number 5 is guilty.
Okay, 5.
And we read from.
Bro, are we really going
Judges
through 200 of these?
That's not 200, but
Can we go through 10 of them? Or 7, 8 of them?
Why don't you go back?
Because we're
why don't you
already at an hour and 15.
15. Okay, let's do the last one then. I wanted to go through this because this is
You
actually
said it's
important.
100, right?
Ah,
Right, there's 100, right? Just go by like the non-serious to like the quarter serious to like the medium
no, because
serious.
you kind of
Because you're building up, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, just skip like 20, do it. Skip 20, do it until you get to 100. Unless you want to give the 100.
But then
though.
if I skip it, then you guys have the question of, oh, they're doing it before, or I mean after this. So it's not like with the question
progression.
Yeah, the question you had about the people like worshiping Tammuz.
Yes.
So if I don't clear it by order, the question like that's gonna rise before and after. What if it was after before? They didn't land. We
Yeah,
had the land.
but you have an answer to that if we have that question, right?
Yeah, which I might. Which you guys will
So
ask for
which
evidence
would
again.
be quicker than just let's have another number another number accusation.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is a episode where we need to put these things out there, because even this alone we stand as a record of all the things
All right,
bad.
fair enough.
We
Fair
can
enough.
go to
Then let's do 10 of them, because I feel like 10 is a good number, because it's four extra ones. We already gone through 5.
okay.
No,
I got actually by 10
did
they did something so bad it was game over. So
All
maybe
right,
we can
so
end
10.
there.
So 10. So 10.
Yeah, let's do
So
at
we're
least 11, because that one's a good one.
10 is a good number.
11 is where they actually changed the law with their own hands, because that's very
All right, let's do 12. There's 12 tribes of Israel. We'll do 12.
okay.
We'll do 12.
Okay.
All right, so number 6. Accusation number 6.
Accusation number 6, but like maybe 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 wait for next episode. This one,
Bruh. So you want to split the trial in half?
no, three episodes of this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, like 1, 2, then 3.
All right. And then we'll take a little break
Take
after.
a break.
So
recess.
So do 6 and then recess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So this will be the last one for this episode, and let's go.
Actually, I think we can go to 8 because they're pretty quickly. They're pretty quick.
No. You said 6 already. Come on.
Yeah, I said that, but like I just realized, looking, no, it's those two, they're very like one to another.
Yeah, but remember, last time you messed up the
You know,
notes.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you 15 minutes, and then if whatever you can get done in 15 minutes.
Got it.
All right.
And the 6th, so the 5th pass is the position number 6.
Yep.
Judges 2.
You sure?
Yeah, serve Baal. They start serving Baal at no shame at all.
Wouldn't that just be the deification of Israel?
Correct, that too. Yeah.
So wouldn't that already be guilty?
Yeah.
So why
So let's skip
why-
that then. Let's skip that. Judges 6 then. Judges 6.
I'm already here.
They guys got to kill Gideon for trying to destroy the statue of Baal.
Start reading.
Wouldn't that still be the? Oh, okay. So they're okay.
Gather to kill.
So now they're reinforcing.
Yeah, they want to kill a judge.
All right. Now they're really doing it. Okay, all right. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Midian
So
7 years.
They're under captivity.
No, now they're like the minority. They're getting like wrecked. Yeah, they quite conquered.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
delivered.
so they're under captivity.
Not quite. No, not
No,
captivity.
why?
No, they
Why
were
not?
they were like losing the fight.
yeah,
pretty much.
because they.
Yeah, but if I brought you into the hands of them, that means you're captive.
No,
to
they-
them.
no,
losing
that
a
just means
fight.
you. That just basically means that
If you
I
lose
brought
the fight,
you.
what happens?
Wait, no. Anything can happen at the end of a fight. Remember, they
You
were
are subject to me.
No. You can be utterly destroyed, or you can be a tributary. That all depends on the fight.
Yes, and if you become a tributary, because they wasn't utterly destroyed, as
But
we know.
they're not.
If I become a tributary, I am subject to your rules and
Can I
laws and
answer that
regulations.
But I'll let
Okay.
you answer. But in this specific, it just says it was brought into the hands of the Midian 7
And
years.
then it says how. If you keep reading, if you allow them to keep reading, you know how. But
Right.
if I want to answer your question, I can though. We just read last passage that the Lord gave the Canaanites in the hands of who?
Sorry, hold up, my laptop's dying.
Of the Manasseh?
Say it again.
Of Ishmael?
Say it one more time.
It
Sorry,
said the Lord gave in the land of Canaan to the hands of house of Israel.
okay.
But they were still there as a tributaries. Then they all killed. No, we just read it. They stay there.
Yeah, they were tributaries. yes.
Okay, so
Jo- no, so
believing in the
Joseph's
hand
tribe.
doesn't mean you were like taken over or destroyed or whatever. It just means you're still there, but you're not strong enough. You lost your ability to protect yourself. Now you've been beaten up on war. You go to war, but you're losing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not debating that. Yes, but you still are subject to my rules and regulations.
Yeah, because I'm more powerful than you.
That's
but
not captivity to some degree.
No.
Why not?
Because Romans captivated Israel too, but they allowed them to practice their religion still. They did
Yeah,
not.
but every 2 times you had to go all the way to Rome and do your census.
No, you just gotta go and pay your taxes. That's it.
No, but didn't Joseph have to travel?
Who?
Didn't Joseph and Mary have to
To go
travel?
register
Register where?
to register
To register to who? To where?
to Rome.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
You
not religious law.
Yeah, but you're subject to their rules and regulations.
I know what you're trying to get to. You're trying to say like, oh, so therefore they.
You don't
want
know
the-
nothing.
You want that?
You don't know nothing. That's what you don't know.
That is legal rights. There is religious rights. There is other things. They're not the same. Just because you understand what it means to break every single of their rights. It's called religious freedom in Rome. That's how we still copy and do it to this day. Here
That
in the
is
US.
wrong, but we don't know about the Midians.
Are we mediums? We'll find out.
All right, let's go.
It's up to you to prove what you're trying to prove here.
All right, go.
Not me to help you.
All right. In the hand of Midian, 7 years.
Okay, 7 years.
And
yep.
the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel.
Prevailed. That's all he meant. They won
And
the war.
because the Midianites and the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains and caves and strongholds.
So they could hide in the mountains and strongholds. So
And
they kind of bunker down.
And so it was when Israel had sown that the Midianites came up, and the Amalekites and the children of the east, even they came up against them, and they encamped against them and destroyed in the increase of the earth, till thou come into Gaza, and left no sustenance for Israel, neither sheep nor ox nor ass, for they came up with their cattle and their tents, and they came up as grasshoppers for multitude, for both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it. And Israel was greatly impoverished because of the Midianites, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord. And it came to pass, when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord because of the Midianites, that the Lord sent a prophet unto the children of Israel, which said unto them, Thus saith the Lord, God of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt, and brought you forth out of the
House of bondage.
house of bondage. And I delivered you out of the hands of the Egyptians, and out of the hands of those that oppressed you, and drave them out from before you, and gave you their land. And I said unto you, I am the Lord your God. Fear not the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwelled, but ye have not obeyed my voice.
I was now obeyed.
And there came an angel of the Lord, and sat under an oak which was in Ophrah, which pertained unto Joash the Abizarite, and his son Gideon. There,
What are you doing?
Let
them stop with that.
his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, for the Lord be with us. Why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? Now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us to the hands of the Midianites.
Yes, that's the punishment. God just left him alone. You on your own.
And the Lord looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And he said unto them, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And the Lord said unto him, Surely I will be with thee, and thou shalt smite the Midianites as one man. And he said unto him, If now I have found grace in thy sight, then show me a sign that thou talkest with me. Depart not hence, I pray thee, until I come unto thee, and bring forth my present, and set it before thee. And he said, I will tarry until thou come again. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid, and provide an unleavened cakes of an ephah of flour.
People should go lower than that. This is just go lower until you see where they Gideon built up to the Lord of call days, and he came to pass and and take father's young bullock, and the bullock altar to the Lord. Then Gideon took servants. That right there to 18. 27.
Oh, 27?
Yeah.
All right. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as the Lord said unto him. So it was, because he feared his father's household and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, that he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down.
Because God told him to destroy the house of Baal, the altar of Baal.
Yeah. And the grove was cut down, that was by it, and the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said one to another, Who had done this thing? When they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon, the son of Joash, hath done this thing. And the men of the city said to Joash, Bring out thy son, that he may die. Because he hath cast down the altar of Baal, and because he cut down the grove that was by it.
The grove. They're married by the grove. Trying to kill Gideon, right?
Yes.
So they were so wicked, worshiping Baal. They tried to kill a man called by God to to liberate them against the Midianites. And the man of the city, son, and Joshua said, okay, so you have to prove that God sent him, right? So he proved that God sent him. So that guilty. Oh no, that's scripture right there. They tried to kill Gideon.
Yeah, they did.
Right? And Gideon went through a saga and finally won the war, right? Guess what that same guy, what he did at the end after they finished? What he did? What do you think he did?
What did he do?
What do you think he did?
What do you do? Tell me.
Okay, go on. Judges chapter 8.
Sorry.
The whole thing?
No. We'll find specific. Chapter 8.
This is Judge 6, correct?
Judges chapter 8. Yeah, this is Judges 6. Going on 8.
Yep. I'm just taking down
Can you?
notes.
The stream is going. You can take your notes after you find the scripture.
Okay, 27. All right. You said 8?
Yes. Okay, and Ephraim, when God delivered hands of Midianites, is that okay? Go down. In the south, and Gideon said, "Therefore, the Lord delivered them unto mine hand, and thy flesh torn wild." And go down, go all the way down and see how long this is. Go. And past Gideon was dead. Okay, now go the Gideon threshold and brought together and many wives and. Go up and give your son, and Midian sued and children of Israel, and Gideon made a and put in the city. Oof. And weight of gold. Read. And they answered, willing to tell them, spare the garment. Read 26 maybe. Let's go there.
All right. This is Judges 8:26.
Yes.
And the weight of gold earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, besides ornaments and collars and purple raiment that was the king of Midian. That was on the king of Midian's, and beside the chains that were about their camels' necks. Damn, even the camels had chains. That's crazy. And Gideon made an ephod therefore.
So he made an effort there. He made a statue to worship.
And put it in the city. Even in Ophrah. And all Israel went thither a whoring
after it.
Which thing became a
snare into Gideon, into his house. So this very man that went to destroy the statue of Baal reigned in Egypt, in Israel, after he won. He became a great man, very rich, but whatever. At the end of his life, not at the end, but like at the peak of his career, he built another statue. And the entire Israel went holding after it. Mm-hmm. So they go hand by hand. This is pretty much the history of Israel throughout the books of Judges. You do one thing, you became the good guy, you got to choose to do something good, you mess up, and you drive Israel to do something bad again. Or get somebody else. They get good, then they get good at the peak, they do something messed up, they bring people back down. You went like this throughout the story of Judges, right? And how many minutes I have left?
You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. And to end with this, go in chapter 10. In Judges chapter 10. This is where God had enough with them. Right? And this is what he said. Go down. Let's see how long this is. Oh, that's short. Yeah. So just read this and end with this.
18 shorts?
Yeah.
What's long?
Let's eat this and end with this.
Yeah, what's long?
Huh?
If 18 short.
Oh, you should do some Psalms, mate.
No. You can't use Psalms as a. Obviously, Psalms is automatically just. Bro,
this is not long. 18 chapters.
Let me start at 13.
Verses.
Yet ye have forsaken me.
No, this is God like open up, like so. You need to understand this maybe because.
All right, you know, I'll read the whole.
Yeah, let's just end it with this.
And after Abimelech, there rose to defend Israel Tala, the son of Puah, the son of Dodo, a man of Issachar. Dudu. How was that Dudu?
Come on, man.
Bro,
How was that
I'm
Dudu?
Israeli, I know.
How was that Dudu? And he dwelt in Shamir in Mount Ephraim. And he judged Israel 23 days and died. And he was buried in Shamir. And after him arose Jair, a Gileadite, and judged Israel 22 years. And he had 30 sons. Wow. And that rode on 30 ass colts. And they had 30 cities, which are called Havoth Jair unto this day, which are in the land of Gilead. And Jair died and was buried in Canaan. And the children of Israel did evil again.
evil again.
In the sight of the Lord, and served Baalim
Another god.
and Ashtaroth
Ashtaroth,
and the-
Ashtar, Inanna.
and the gods of Syria, and the gods of Zidon, and the gods of Moab,
Moab.
and the gods of the children of Ammon, and the gods of the Philistines, and they forsook the Lord and served him not.
By the way, all these people got them together, which Ephraim and Joshua and
Wait,
Manasseh.
so these are okay. So the Philistines are the ones who originally made tricked Joshua. Right?
The Philistines.
They were the ones who originally tricked
but
Joshua.
the many, but the one tricked that one got tricked, so they couldn't kill them. So they already gave
Mm-hmm.
a promise, and many others were not expulsed.
Yeah. So, but the Philistines were one of the ones that tricked Joshua. So if Joshua had just dealt with the Philistines, none of this would happen.
None of this would happen. So
Wow.
everything they ever did wrong is a consequence down the road that came. Even to this day, it's still happening here.
Wow.
Right?
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel,
Hot!
and he said unto them, sold them into the hands of the Philistines,
Sold them.
and into the hands of the children of Ammon. And that year they vexed and oppressed the children of Israel 18 years. All the children of Israel that were on the other side of the Jordan, in the land of the Amorites, which is in Gilead. Moreover, the children of Ammon passed over Jordan to fight also against Judah, and against Benjamin, and against the house of Ephraim, so that Israel was sore distressed. Scroll up. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord, saying, they have sinned against thee,
Confession.
both because we have forsaken our God, and also served Baalim.
Baalim. That's not the name of Baal, just a different name at the time.
And the Lord said unto the children of Israel, did I not deliver you from the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon and the Philistines? Yeah, but you also sold them to the Philistines, you know?
Because that's why I went to that short story, because after Joshua, the judges rose and came, and God keeps saving them over and over and over and over. So this is the generation of this time. God said, did not save you from previous time from these guys. Why you letting them, why you going after their gods once more? So God been doing this like for 27 times now. Save one generation, 18 years pass by, save that other one. They get punished for 18 more years. God saved them again. 21 years, they do something stupid. God saved them again. So this been going on like for. God got tired of it.
Generations at this point.
No,
The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites and the Moabites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Therefore I will deliver you no more.
I will deliver you no
Go and cry
more.
unto the gods that ye have chosen.
Stop right there, right?
Let me finish. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Right? This right here, people read the Bible, they ignore this one thing here. God made a promise. I will deliver you no more. Right? And it's not like you went back on his words, because we can still see it to this day, like how, every time they do something like semi good, they get in advance to get clipped, boom, from the leg.
You're speaking of the Israel's.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? So that's the statement people ignore here. God himself says, I will deliver you no more. From this point on here, we came on to this day. Rome came right after this, wrecked them, kicked them out. And even until 60 years ago, they finally got back into the land, and they're still doing fucker to this day, right? Which is going to happen again. I'm going to keep moving again. Because God says no more. And God doesn't lie. He says no more, they're still doing it, he just lied. No?
Fair enough.
Unless if he sets another promise before then.
Yeah,
Which
if he amends this, we had a conversation about something different, but it was about the Bible. If God has something in the Bible, and if it stays true until he amends that later on. If he sends Jesus to whatever you when he sends something to change what he said, that it becomes no more. Correct?
The only word they gave on that is if they humble themselves and self-class and whatever, and do that, and then call upon his name, then he will, do something about it. No, but he will keep it very short leash. Any nonsense, right back to where you begin. So he doesn't not just bring them back because they keep sinning. Just like, nope, my people, let's not kill them. Nope. He said, this is it. Now you do something, you have to do this. Then I have to keep it in short leash. Very hot anger. Very short leash. To the point is, even them not accepting Jesus was also one of the punishment of God to them. So to put them on the snare for disobeying.
Whoa.
No, we're going to get to that.
Wait. So okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see. Where was I? Forsake you no more. The tribulation. Okay. So 15. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatever seemeth good unto thee.
They humble themselves.
Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day.
Yeah.
And they put away the strange gods from among them, and served the Lord, and his soul was grieveth for the misery of Israel. And the children of Ammon were gathered there, and encamped in Gilead. And the children of Israel assembled themselves together, and encamped in Mizpah.
Okay, hold on, just right there. God said he would wreck them. They said, hold on, God. It's like somebody committing a crime. Says, hold on. You can't give me my years, whatever. Just let me have my last meal. That's pretty much the deal they made with God. Just deliver it just this day. You can do whatever you want after that, but just today. Just deliver from these people. Just deliver these people. So that's the deal they with God. God said, okay, I'll take care of them, but I'm still gonna punish you from the things you've been doing this whole time. So that's the deal they made with God. Keep reading.
And the children of Ammon were gathered together in the encampment of Gilead, and the children of Israel assembled themselves together and encamped in Mizpah. And the people and princes of Gilead said one to another, what man is that will begin to fight against the children of Ammon? He shall be head over the inhabitants of Gilead.
Right? So right there, that's when God says you deliver them no more. Because they keep you sinning over and over. And we're not getting to chapter 10 because we're going to end it here. But if we go to that, that's when we're going to find out the first king of Israel, actually.
We are in chapter 10.
No, we are 9, wouldn't we?
No, we're at 10.
Oh, 10, yeah, 10. That was...
Bad notes.
No, the good notes. No, the notes is 9. No, note 9. So I keep confusing note 9 with the thing. I see 10 right there next to it. But
yeah, so then you said chapter 10 would tell us who's the true king of
Israel. That'd be 17, I believe. That'd be chapter 17.
All right, whatever. It's neither here nor there.
But 17, that's what the game was over because God had enough of them. And then he said something very damning, which you're gonna get maybe the next episode.
Okay.
And my evidence submission is over.
All right. So for the trial of Israel, the first half, it's not looking good too good for Israel. 6 things that have been claimed by the Holiness Special Prosecutor, and of the 6, 5 had landed as guilty. And the only thing that came up as not guilty was Caleb and Joshua. The only so we have
learned a lot today.
Yes, we have learned quite a bit. So I'll just read out.
You thought Gideon was the man, huh?
So the first accusation, the man who stole the gold and silver and placed it under his house or his tent, guilty. The people who fooled Joshua is found guilty. The Mesopotamian deification, Israel, Tammuz, guilty. Caleb and Joshua, holiness, not guilty. Number 5, the house of Benjamin, Manasseh, Joseph, breaking the law of the Edomites, quote unquote, guilty. And the reinforcing of idolatry and them wanting to kill Gideon for destroying the idol, guilty. As charged. That concludes the first half of the trial of Israel.
Gideon went himself to build himself.
Another one, double guilty, because they were whoring for it. Double guilty. Yo, are you okay? Are you okay?
Because they were.
I need an impartial judge over here.
What do you mean? It said whoring. You know?
Nah, it's a whore, not whore.
Yeah, go read the text. Whoring.
Yeah, normally you.
Yeah. Whoring.
Like you put a bold italicized.
Double guilty. That
You can't have a double negative, so that makes it positive.
No. It is. No. It is what it is. We read the
Double, you
scripture.
can have a double negative.
We read the scripture.
Can you have a double negative?
We read. Don't stop trying to in my court. Get that. Get that.
I need impartial judgment.
Stop.
I need a lawyer. Anyone in the comment section would like to be my lawyer?
You need a lawyer.
Write it in the comment sections because Israel needs some help. Can't lie. But we won't back down.
That concludes the first half of the trial of Israel. That concludes the Holiness Special Prosecutor versus Israel. We'll see you next week, people.